Okay, this is just going to be a quick video on how to install a Linux ISO distribution onto a thumb drive using Rufus. You only need to do this if you're actually going to install Linux on physical hardware. If you're going to install it in VirtualBox, you can just download it and install it from your download file on your computer. Also, if you're going to do this, if you're still fairly new to Linux and you're not sure what you're doing, I recommend a different hard drive. You can find videos on how to swap the hard drive in your computer. You can take your Windows hard drive out. You can actually go to Best Buy and get a solid state hard drive pretty cheap. You can get a 240 gig hard drive for $30, or if you want bigger, you can get a 480 gig for $60, or a 120 gig for less than $20. So hard drives are pretty cheap. Solid states run a lot faster and better. So the first thing you need to do, you're going to need the actual ISO to begin with. So if you go to Google and do a Google search for DistroWatch, that's the best place to find a lot of stuff. So we'll go there. And at DistroWatch, over on the right hand side, they have a list of different Linux operating systems. I'm going to do Pop! OS for this one. You can do whichever one you want. The process is going to be pretty much the same for any of them. It'll be a little different like for Kali, but I'll explain that whenever I get into it. So click on the distribution that you want. Come down to their home page. Now, Pop! OS is based on Ubuntu. It's created by System 76. They make laptops with just Linux on them. You can't get a System 76 with Windows or Mac or anything. It's all Linux. So when you scroll down a little bit, you'll see the download 1910. There's also a link to download the long-term support. The other ones are every 6 months they'll release a new version, and the way they're set up, like 19 is the year for 2019, 10 is the month. So this came out in October of 2019. The long-term supports are a lot longer. So this one would be 1804, which would be April of 2018, which means the next long-term support that they come out with is going to be April of 2020. So I'm going to just go ahead and click on the 1910. Now you have two options up here. You have Intel, AMD, and NVIDIA. The only time you would want to click the NVIDIA is if you're physically installing this on physical hardware on a computer that has dedicated NVIDIA graphics. So if you've got anything else, if you've got Intel, AMD, or if you're installing in VirtualBox, even if VirtualBox is on a computer with Intel graphics, you'll still want to click the Intel one for VirtualBox. So I'm going to click the download NVIDIA, and it's going to ask you to save the file. Just click OK, and it starts saving it. Now I've already downloaded this, so I'm just going to go ahead and exit out of that. Okay, now the next thing you're going to need is Rufus. Rufus is the best that I've found on Windows. Several years ago I used to use Etcher quite a bit, especially on Linux, and apparently some stuff has changed hands with Etcher, and I've had a hard time getting it to work right. It's just kind of a mess. So we'll click on Rufus. And click download Rufus 3.8. Click save file, and it's a very small file. It don't take long at all. It's already downloaded. Okay, so the next thing, we'll open the file. Okay, this does not actually install, so every time you go to run Rufus, you'll have to open the file where it's at, right here. Go ahead and close that. So you open Rufus, click yes. Alright, now at this point, this is where you're going to stick your USB thumb drive in. Alright, now most of the stuff you're not going to have to mess with. You just come over here where it says select, and then we'll go to our downloads where I've downloaded various different stuff. So we'll double click the Pop OS. Alright. So now you can see where it says it's Pop OS 1910 NVIDIA. Everything else should be fine. You shouldn't have to change anything else. So we're going to go ahead and click Start. This is going to wipe everything on your thumb drive. So if you're putting like a 2 or 3, 4 gig file on there, you're going to need a thumb drive at least that big. It doesn't matter if it's bigger, like the one I'm using is a 16 gig thumb drive. You can use 32 gig or whatever, but it is going to wipe everything off of that thumb drive and use the whole thing. You won't be able to store any more files on it other than that ISO. So we'll go ahead and click OK. And it's writing the image. This will take a few minutes. Okay, it is finished writing it. So the next thing you want to do is to go ahead and close this. Give it a second to close. Go ahead and come down here. Click on this. Sometimes there will be a place here to eject it. If not, just open this, come up here, right click, remove device, and then you can pull it out. One thing that's nice, if you take a piece of masking tape and put on the back here and you take a Sharpie, you can write on what operating system you've got on here. Is I've got a whole handful of USB sticks that I've got various different Linux distributions on. This way you can keep track of which one has what. So that was just a quick and easy way how to do this. One thing I would appreciate is people subscribing to the channel, because it's going to help me grow the channel. And that's one thing I would like to do, is get to where I can do this full time, creating videos. So if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, if you decide you want to support it, I'm trying to get stuff set up with Patreon to do that. I've already got Venmo set up. You can throw me a few bucks on Venmo if you want to. I'll put the information in the notes on the video. And thanks for watching.